Thank you all for joining us today for the GPAC postgame press conference. We have head coach Matt Margenthaler and student athlete Justin Eagins from Minnesota State University Mankato. The Mavericks advanced to the championship game of the 2024 NSIC basketball tournament after defeating Southwest Minnesota State today in the semifinal game. We'll start off with an opening statement from head coach and then open it up for any questions. Coach?
Well, yeah, I thought we started the first 20 minutes. We played the best defense for 20 minutes as we played all season long. And unfortunately just didn't sustain that for 40. But I thought our toughness tonight was as good as it's been in a long time. I mean, I thought we battled for 40 minutes. Everything didn't go right. But this team, and I talked about it in our preseason talk, or our pregame talk, just about we've been in every situation this year with close games like this. We've been in blowouts. We've handled everything. And this veteran group understands how to win, and I think that that was evident today again. I was informed for 10 years since we've been in the conference tournament championship, and that's a great thing for this program because that's where we should be.
Coach, you came out of the second half and they went on a run kind of like right away in those first 5 minutes. And but you told your team to stay calm, and then you guys kind of went back on a run. Ultimately, it ended up being just a 1-point win. But just the confidence you have in your team, the poise that they showed, what really impressed you the most about the second half?
Well, I think that the veteran group, again, you look at Justin over here. I mean, he makes just an ice-cold shot at the end of the game. But we have multiple guys that can make those types of shots, and that's what makes us so tough. And when we do guard, we can beat anybody in the nation. We feel that. We have that confidence. I mean, we've got a couple of transfers that played in the Elite Eight a couple of years ago. We don't have a lot of postseason experience, but we have a lot of guys that played a lot of college basketball. And we put this team together this year to be in this situation, and these guys are stepping up to the front.
It's not often that you see somebody transfer within the same conference. How happy are you that Justin's on your team?
Well, we were sick of guarding for the last 3 years and didn't do a good job of doing it. But very pleased he's in the purple and gold, and he's done this all year. I mean, he's the one guy. We have some really high emotional guys on our basketball team, which I love because I kind of put everything on my sleeve too. But Justin is a guy that's been business-like, and he calms everybody down the floor, and we need that presence out there.
Speaking of that calming presence, I mean, it seemed like at different points, every three you hit seemed like when you needed it. You hit 4 today, but it seemed like every shot you made, every three you made came at a time when your team maybe needed to kind of rally together and settle down. Do you kind of take pride in that?
I'm just aware of I'm just aware of the moment situation. If Malik or one of the guys aren't going and we are struggling on offense, then I look to be more aggressive and assertive in those situations, and I'm confident in my ability to.
I think Kyrie's had a real good game today. He came in real high energy, real confident. Did you kind of feel that on the court with him? I felt like his presence was felt kind of all game long.
And we always feel his presence. He's a big game player, just both of them, Malik and Kai. Kai lives for the moments like this. They've been waiting to get out and showcase what they can do at the Pentagon. So we already know Kai's going to be ready to play, and we feed off of that energy he brings.
You talked about, guys that have just played a lot of basketball games, but tomorrow is, being the championship, it might just feel a little bit different. Is there any sort of approach you take that after, an emotional win like this to kind of, bring everything back and just make tomorrow seem just like another game as opposed to feeling like a championship game?
We're going to enjoy this, man. I mean, we're going to enjoy tonight. We're going to have fun. This group is a fun group to be around. I mean, it's like we're gonna whoop it up tonight, and we're gonna come in and hoop tomorrow, right? I mean,
yes, sir.
That's what we do. That's what we do.
How do you have just such a this approach? I feel like
I've changed. That's my boss. That's my boss. I've changed. I had to. I mean, it's so nice when I have an assistant coach who's been with me a long time. I can relax more now. And Mike and I feed off of each other. I've been with Mike longer than I've been with my wife, and so it's amazing. He's been with me 29 years, and so he allows me to step back and do different things within the program at times. And I had to change, or I wasn't going to be around much longer. And so, but I want to be a coach that coaches confidence, and I think these guys feed off of that, and that's why I have to sit back and just let them just go and hoop and have fun.
Last thing for you, Coach, you've been here for so long. What about this year feels different? Is there anything in particular that just makes this year feel extra special?
Yeah, it's a very selfless group, and that's what I like about this group. And they've been fun to be around. It's been tough because you had the 2 years of COVID, and then you had 2 years where we had injuries like crazy. And now it's just kind of like, and I was talking to Brad before the game. You never know if you get this point again, and it's very, I don't know. I'm just happy for our guys because I sold a vision to this young man right here. I sold a vision to Malik 5 years ago that you're going to play in a conference championship. You're going to play in the NCAA tournament. You're going to win a championship. And now it's happening. And I couldn't be any happier for these guys because they are an unbelievable group of guys to be around. I love every single one of them, and that's what it's about.
Coach has kind of alluded to it, but Justin, talk about what it feels being a leader on this team to make it to the semifinals, but now to make it to the championship game in the conference tournament. What does that mean to you and your teammates?
It means everything because this is what we set out. This is where we set out to be and envisioned ourselves when over the summer, me, Malik, Kai, Dylan Peters, Elijah Hayes came when we were working out over the summer together. Like, this is where we wanted to be, envisioned ourselves, and we put the work in to get here. It's not you can look at all our talent that we have, but there's so much more that goes in the work that we put in starting way back before August.
Awesome. Coach, Justin, congratulations on the win. Good luck in the championship game tomorrow at 4, and thank you for your time in the GPAC postgame press conference.
Thank you.
Thank you.